Salut, Sameoldji. This is a response to your video, Brewing a Brew. Now, this is actually a topic I've already weighed in on before. I'll just put a link to that in case anybody forgot what I had to say. But I did want to reply to your specific comments. Now, you say you believe that a lot of GMs are too lazy to run the system as it's originally written. I don't know if I agree or disagree with that statement. It's an interesting point of view. I've always seen it more as a power thing, that GMs don't want to be wrong, and they're not wrong if it's a rule that they wrote. And of course, they get to run their game their way, and it's their rules. To me, it's just another system of control. Is it related to laziness? Perhaps. I'd have to give that a lot of thought. You also express an interest in playing games not necessarily because you like the rules for it, but because you like the setting. I'd like to point out to you, if you're not already aware, there are a lot of setting hacks out there. Apocalypse World is a classic example. There are tons of ways to play Apocalypse World in different settings that are not necessarily a post-apocalyptic one. But tons others exist. There are ways that you can use your favorite rules for all kinds of different games. And perhaps that's kind of a homebrew thing as well. But in the case of a lot of these hacks, one would hope that they'd actually been play tested and a lot of thought had been put into them. And in some cases, they are actually done by people who are game designers. They've just wanted to create a hack instead of a full system on itself. And on that note, I totally understand that. You don't necessarily need to create a new system every time you're playing a game. Now, you asked, for those of us who don't brew very often, why we don't. And I believe I answered this in part in my own video, but what it really comes down to is, one, I don't want to mess with rules that may have farther reaching consequences than I'm originally aware, but also because I'm not really a game designer. I do a lot of study of game design, but I have yet to really design and create and watch the emergence of my own system. So I'm not really at the point yet where I can really look at a rule and say, what will happen if I change this? I can make educated guesses, but that's it. And I think that people forget this, and they, like the Monopoly example I've given before, make a game unplayable by changing rules that they aren't aware the end result of. Anyway, I hope this video gives you some sort of an answer. Have a good one.